All right, we are back. It's been a while. Um, Man, it's good to be back. My name is Stephen Newbar, founder, CEO of ExitWorks, where we help founders make themselves optional in their business so they can work because they want to, not because they have to. We specialize in the business owners that are working more than 60 hours a week that founded their business because they cared about something and they wanted freedom, and right now they are getting to do neither. Chances are most of those 60 hours of work are not what they signed up to do, and they're putting all of that time in rather than being able to focus on things that matter around them, just so that they can keep their business running. It is something that a lot of people I find themselves in. And turns out that there is a very good way to address that. And that's what we help do. We don't just hand you the plan, we execute on it. Because when all your time is going to keeping your business afloat, you don't have time to put in for some consultant's plan, right? Ugh. Alright, so today we've got a few things that we need to do here. We need to get rotors and modular frames automated. But what I'm thinking... Well, how close are we to coal power? Probably not too close, right? Yeah, I think we gotta get the other thing done first. Gotta get the space elevator down and get its first tier dealt with, which is not terrible. It's not the easiest at the same time either. I'm wanting to make big builds, but right now on biomass burners, it's a thing. Which means we're probably gonna have to keep gathering leaves and sticks and all those things. But now that we've got foundations...
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
There we go. Sorry about that. Something distracted me. Actually, I might have to step away again. In fact, be right back. Man, getting set for the week ahead. It's always a thing. Sunday night, right? Alright. Oh, wood. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so we're keeping our eye out for a few different things. Quartz, more iron for a satellite base. Ideally, we would be able to find a place to set up rotors and modular frames. Ow. I see a summer sloop. All right. Delicious.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
So as you can probably tell, one of the wonderful benefits of researching base building and foundations is traversal. Can pretty much get the ability to go anywhere so long as you have the concrete for it. I think there's also something in here, but I also think there's enemies in here. Ah, that's a rock. Rock is not an enemy. Oh, those things. Those things are poisonous, not great. We will grab you. There's a lizard doggo. Lizard doggos are cute, but I'm not collecting them right now. That's okay. Doggo was scared by the Mercer Sphere anyway. Still looking for quartz. Like, man, you want to talk about traversal. Quartz will really get us going. Ideally, I would find a really good source of coal, because we are going to need that before too much longer. Hey, speaking of, that's a coal node, a normal one at that. It's actually really good. I know we've got another coal node over there too. Is that another Sam? No, no, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, yes. And it's pure. Oh, this is the best. We are in business. I promise I didn't know this was here. Man, why is it lit? I just gotta mention something that's gonna show up in front of me. Alright. Don't think I can make a miner. Yeah, I don't have this. Well, I could just make one. In fact, because I don't need it automated right now, excellent. We need lots and lots of quartz. Do I have the map yet? Yeah, I do. Okay. Still don't have another good iron placement, but technically I could just scan for it. The reason I didn't was because we were looking for more than just iron. Now that we've got a quartz location, oh, this is excellent. Was that the somber slope? I can't climb those, apparently. Oh, I should grab stuff on the way back. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. Don't you dare clog my stuff. This is wood. This is grass. Okay. Now... I think I can do something with the sloop. Yes, I can. Perfect.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner. Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available. Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Yeah, we're definitely automating these. I hate making modular frames by hand. And then silica, lots and lots of silica. 250 of it. 5 at a time. I could hook up a machine, theoretically, but eh. It's a one-time thing, right? Well, one time for now. Should drop off that coal too. Yeah, when you have access to all of these less common, let's call them materials, raw materials, it makes it very easy to get distracted from what the game actually wants you to do.
Blade Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it. Pocket Dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Made complete sense, don't question it. Where was I? Slugs, it's in the slugs. Rotors. I hate it. 25 of them?
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
We can put those in there for now. Okay. Drop off the coal. I'm sure our power grid is just fine, right? Yeah. Totally fine. Okay. Now that we've got stuff, that one's not. Man, if you're a pure node, that would be actually really good. I did not make the things. I literally researched them and then I didn't make them. What do I need to make them? I'll just go with the thing. Three rotors, 3 frames, and 20 silica. They're really gonna give me one left over. Incredibly rude. Excellent. Oh, we're back. You know what? I'll keep it. Here we go. Alright, now where was that iron? Is that another somber sloop? Oh, that's an iron. I could totally try to make that gap, but I'm actually not that confident. That's not what I want. What was it that could like bring it to the other ones? Quick switch is E? Ah, okay. Those are just for ramps. I want... And I can't remember my setup. I feel like... Or this was 5. And then... This was 6. No, this was 6. That was 7. Something like that. That's dangerous. Okay. Alright. I just have my taser, but it's okay. Normal. It might
Samples of
actually be
unknown
okay.
alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Hello. You should totally drop a comment if you used to draw these in high school. Problem solved, the berry gathering is not useless. Oh, we've got a... Yep, there are things here. That's okay. Let's see what we can salvage. Carefully. Copper sheets. I don't think I've got that stuff yet. Yes, hello. Rude. Man, I do not want to get knocked off. But I also want your stuff, so I don't want to knock you off either. Alright. Anything else? It's actually kind of disappointing. I was expecting a lot more stuff. Sometimes they even give you the stuff to open it, like right there. And that would have been hilarious. To find copper sheets around something that needs copper sheets. Kind of makes sense logically, I guess. You know, maybe it just got broke off by impact or something. That would have been funny. Okay. See, I told you I could make it. Oh boy, that one was actually a little risky. But it was fun. I probably shouldn't have done that. Hey! Oh, that was risky. No. Totally could have knocked me off there again. I'm being pretty reckless, actually. Might want to be a little more cautious. Okay. Oh, that's all it was. I saw red up here. Okay. Ooh, boy. Ow. Alright, so we got a normal node. What can we make with a normal node? Well, we're capped by our belts, which means, unfortunately, even if we were to set one up, oh no, 60, because we only have the Mark 1 miners, that's true. So with 60 per minute. Maybe you couldn't calculate a result. We don't also need copper, do we? I don't think this is great. Oops. Trying to figure out how to use this. Oops. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that one either. It's been a while since I've had to actually plan a factory. Oh my gosh. Why is this... Why is everything so... not great? Oh, that's true. Okay. Oh, it's because I... Okay. Okay. I see what I did wrong. That should still work. Do I need more than that? Okay, let's do this then. Okay, this is what I was looking for. And it's not great. We definitely need more than 60. But that is what our belts can do right now. And we don't have Mark II belts yet. So, what if we did this? That works, actually. Not really easy numbers, but something. We don't have smart splitters yet, though. Which means we probably would just end up flooding anyway. Two modular frames and one rotor a minute. We could do it. From just this one node. Actually, what locks it to the grid? There it is. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. Man. It is rough out here. We could also build over the chasm, actually. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that. There we go. Just a small little build. Nothing huge. I mean invalid placement's fine. Huh. Wonder if some there. Alright, so now we need smelters. Literally just gonna have 2 of them. Then we need 4 constructors after that. You know, they're almost splitting it evenly, so we could do something like this. Is that centered? I don't think that's centered. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay. And 4 constructors. We can make this a little bigger. Do some styling later. Alright, so this one we're gonna do it this way actually. This one's gonna be plates at 90% production. And then these realistically, where's my calculator? Hello? No, there it is. That's kind of gross. Okay. How about... we can do that. 0.8, 0.8, and 0.6. Because if you remember what I said before, underclocking does save a good bit of power. So you want to, when you can, keep them as even as possible on your builds. I am running out of concrete. We also got to bring power over here. Oh, right, uphill. Hopefully we've got lots of concrete. Yes, we do. Alright. Ditch the stuff we don't need and start getting ready for an actual build. Because we're gonna need some assemblers too. Not to say that we can't make stuff, but... hey. Oh, right. I killed the other thing. This thing.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Oh, right. You know, my first time playing this game, I did not know about biomass. I didn't read. I'll be honest, it was bad. So I was literally just burning the grass. I had to collect so much grass because I kept burning it instead of processing it. I forgot to bring power back. Alright, let's take care of power. We're gonna do it. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Easy. I wasn't worried. You were worried. We do not clip because we're not monsters. There we go. We gonna do it again? Oh, we're daredevils. Alright. So now we need... you know, let's be a little reasonable, right? Then so, 27, literally need to go this one. What do you mean the conveyor belt is too steep? It's... what? No, it's not. Ugh. Experimental, everyone. Wait, that's not. That doesn't match. I don't like it. So, okay. So this one goes into plates, right? Yep. And then the rest goes elsewhere. So that means we should do one to here. Man, it just does not like straight. That likes straight. It's hard. And then the remainder get merged. Sure, let's do that. Alright, now those are going. Now for the rods. You know what? I could do better. Because it could be, right, 15 to 15. Well, it needs a little more than 15, right? All we know is that this 12, this is going all the way to the end. Or do I want to make that 12 go all the way to the end? That crosses over everything. I don't like it. Okay. Realistically, these should be for screws. And so should those. So yeah. We could, okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. We're good. We're fine. So, what we're gonna do, first off, is we need screw production. We need two constructors for screw production that are not going to those. How do I want to do this? So screw production is going to be assisting with those. So let's put them out there. We've got a splitter right nearby. It should be fine. But I need a little more than that. We need a merger. Need another splitter. Okay. Because this needs slightly more than 15, and that's what'll get us there. And these are going to be screws. Do 80% on both of these again. Actually, better idea. Do 36 and remainder. $27. We'll overload it slightly. That'll be good. Okay. Now those screws, this will go to reinforced iron plates, and then those go to rotors. Those screws are going from there. We have an assembler. It's going to be very kind and nudge to where I want it. That has enough room to come back around. Yes. Good. reinforced iron plates at 60% capacity. There's my pole, there's my pole. Okay. Now that's going to make the reinforced iron plates. You know, I'm kind of aiming this the wrong way. I want it to go that way. Well, we can have a finished production line that goes that way. That's not going to be a problem. It'll be fine. Alright. So now we've got those running. The remaining rods. Because of course, this is going to need to be a... Let's make it go that way, actually. Right? Because the remaining screws need to go to the rotors. Well then we should just go this way. Yeah. Okay. From there we've got a collection of rods that are going to first feed the rotor machine. I'm just going to take these screws. And we'll make it, what, like right here? We could make it right there. This is what I was thinking at the very beginning. Can literally just funnel them in. The problem is, well, and it's not really a problem, because we can do something like that, but not correct. There we go. Because the thing is this is too much. This is gonna back up. And I did not really leave room for more excess. So, let's go ahead and get this going. Wait, did I mess up? Not the reinforced iron plates, the rotors. There we go. I did not mess up. This rotor is only going to make one per minute. It's going to work very slowly. Because again, this is all from a single normal iron node. We just wanted to process the singular node. Because otherwise we were going to have problems. Now, what do I do for the trapped rods? I think that's what I have to do. Okay, so this is making, well, they're all making 12. I think one of them was supposed to be 60%, right? There, that was making 9. So the rotors only need like barely more than 5. So we need to reverse this. And we need this to actually be a split. And then this to be a merger. Funnel everything in. To there. And then what that's going to do is, because there are not more than 60 of those being made, we can adjust this. And we can move this over so that a belt can get through. This one was 36. So that means this one is 27, right? Why does it? That's so weird. Really is weird. Super bizarre. Okay. So now we can do a splitter here. And this comes straight up. Alright, so now these are making reinforced iron plates, and then the plates have to come together with the rods, the leftover rods. Oh, hey, Rain! Man, I remember when rain was, like, normal. And then they took it away. This is actually kind of a downpour. Pretty cool, actually. Alright, and then we're going to have one assembler at full capacity. Kind of want to line it up with the other one.
It's raining kittens and puppies out there.
Is it? Amazing. Oh, look how nice that is. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. That's not good though. Okay. So I'm gonna come over here. Got that. And then we've got to bring everything back. Realistically, we don't have to go that way. We could come this way. Do we want to stack them? I think we want to stack them. Do we have stacking logistics yet? We do not. We've got to do them side by side. That is a bummer. Ah, yes, the infinite void of nothingness. Are you working? Oh. Sorry. You're working. You're doing great. Only 2.4 megawatts. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, cheap. Super cheap. This is hardly a strain on the power at all. Oh, but our maximum consumption is above production. Or rather, is above capacity. Well, even though I tried to... Oh, shoot. I think tonight was supposed to be RP. I unfortunately can't do any more Satisfactory tonight. Well, surprise, surprise. We are going to shift. I guess that means more Slay the Spire too. Okay. Gotta get this going. Man, I was having fun too. That's fine. Okay. Now I am really going to cross my fingers that the thing picks it up. Of course it doesn't, unless... No, it doesn't. Why does it do this? Why does it do this? I could do this. Technically, I'm just broadcasting my desktop, but who knows? Maybe this will be fine. All right. Oh, right. There was some discourse over the new Slay the Spire 2 update, wasn't there? I feel like there was. Man, we all over the place. Okay. That also means that I need to figure out what happened before we ended last time. Okay, so now that we are set up here, let's get some STS going too, shall we? That should show up, yep. We're gonna make this bigger while we wait for RP. Excellent. And then I need to update this. Update that. Why is it offline? I'm not offline. Why is it offline? What is going on here? There we go. Okay. Alright, what do we want to do today? I want to play more Necrobinder because I really like it. But honestly, Regent was interesting, and I always love the Silent. Sure, let's do Swarming Elites. I also need to switch this. So that I can still see. You know what? Might just have to bite the dust and just do 1080. It's fine. All right. Rare card. It's random. I mean, that could give us some idea of what we're gonna build. Get my notepad up for my typing and working and all that fun stuff. Random relics. Oh, it's like they know. Add an additional strike and defend. Rude. But 2 relics for that. Could be good, could be not good. I like the rare card. What's that? So let's see what this swarming elites did. Oh, we do have a good bit of elites. We could do... Still only 2? Really? They're swarming, but they're spread out. To dodge the early elites, I think I probably want to go to the right. But then I don't get a rest in between elites. Could start right, go left. Yeah, that might work. Alright, let's do that. Alright. What was the card that I got? What was the rare one? 25 damage, deals 5 additional damage for all your other Osti attacks. And it's 3 cost. What does it upgrade to? Dang. Okay, well. Yep. Does not kill it. See, that's the problem with this card, is it's just not amazing. But it is a good finisher when it does. I guess this is an Otzi run. Or Osti, whatever it is. I do like my wisps. That might give some more options. Take another fight. Oh, these fun things. And by fun, I mean not at all. Literally 1 damage off, but I could kill the big one. Kill the big one, take 7 damage. How about not? When that comes back around, we'll be able to just off this guy. There it is. Goodbye. Ceremonial beast at the end. Okay, AoE is not bad. Pellagra is still bad. Souls. We like souls. Enemy loses 3 HP. Add 3 souls. Gosh, that's crazy. But high 5 is what I need right now. Do we want to read through this? I mean, well, might as well, right? Rana notices the way that Nephalia tenses, the stammer in her voice and uncertainty of a young woman scared to share her thoughts. She's heard it far too many times before. Many of her sisters in the village less than eager to speak out. An eager young apprentice of Tamaj is nervous to get something wrong. A warm smile comes to her face and speaks from where she stands, continuing to grind the duskfall moss, coneflower, and heirloom dandelion roots into a fine powder to concoct. If I may, Sir Phinia, it has been some time since I have heard Dalmascan magic. I would be most interested to hear what Lady Durandare knows. Perhaps I can add some insight as well from my own experience, if something might fit. A unique problem may require a unique solution, and if a solution does not present itself, we have our current course, no? Alright, what do we got in here? More souls. Invoke is kind of decent. It helps, honestly, but do I want it or do I want to remove a card? I can do both. Oh, this one's mine. So now, Gavin chuffs a sound that comes off as a mildly depreciating scoff. Working again. My captain would be over the moon if you did. Then again, he might just be glad to be rid of me if you don't. He frowns at the ceiling, then turns to Lavenna with an apologetic smile. The man doesn't like me much, but at least the feeling's mutual. My lieutenant cares a speck more, but I think it's more that he's got someone he can still boss around. And it looks bad on him if we do poorly or have to bring in more new recruits. A sudden and sharp sound outside the door makes him flinch. He glances towards the closed door. Did something just break? I wouldn't worry too much. It's not uncommon for results to matter more than means when it comes to saving a life. Lavenna sighs quietly, mulling over the circumstances of the man in front of her. Not that I mean to be out of line, but what do you want, Sir Gavin? Why dedicate yourself so much if not for some grander purpose? Do you mean to simply gain honor or climb the ranks yourself to put in the change you wish to see? Okay. Oh, the shrinky thing. That, like, literally does nothing to me because we're better than it is. It's actually just because she doesn't shrink the hand. You know, I might have to take it back. That card's pretty good. It's a great finisher. You don't need anything else. That's pretty good, especially for this deck. We are definitely smithing something. That could get better. That 3 vulnerable. Summon 3 and 3 energy. Retain. You know, probably this just because of the scaling. Make it even better. Alright, we're on our way to the elite. Oh gosh, these things. 3, 6, 12. Could bide my time. Because that can't kill. Could put something in range of dying though. Yeah, let's take a little bit of damage. Oh wait, that's right. We couldn't kill it anyway. I'm gonna take some damage here. Okay. Eidolon. Exhaust your hand. If 9 cards were exhausted, this way gain 1 intangible. Why would I do that? That seems bad. It seems very bad. That seems very good. Souls and summon. 3, well, and that's only 15. It's not good, it's not bad. How confident am I? Oh, I could go that way too. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay. Just one. One less than we need to just obliterate that guy. That's fine. We can do this and then flatten. 18. That was nice. And then have more next time. well, still taking damage. I could... yeah, let's just take it, it's fine. It's 1 damage. And it's dead. Bone shards is just, it's good. It is good. Oh, this thing. Okay, good thing we have the AoE cards. That's gonna help a lot. And now I draw the thing. Yeah. Man, that was easy. Rattle. It's an attack. It's a trigger. Strength doesn't really help me though. That's the only downside to this build with Osti. Dang. I was almost there. Now the dexterity, that might actually help. I'm never gonna use this. Well, actually I might have, but it's fine. I like this one better. I am skipping those. None of those are great. $19 HP. Yep. It's about optimal. Okay, now I like events, so I'm going to take the event route. And of course, we get these guys. Alright, well. Feels like doesn't really matter. I can do that. I can also pick him back up. That would be funny. Yeah, that works. Alright, we're gonna get a lot of stuff done. Uh-oh. I was thinking that we had more stuff, but we definitely don't. Hey, like that. More Osti attacks. So that we can just off a guy. I like offing a guy. Unfortunately, this is a lot of incoming damage now like that. This is essentially a defend 11. Problem is... Of course she would do that. Well... Probably should have. Well, shoot. This will invoke, defend, and... Well, we just did shards, so... That'll probably be better. Okay. We like energy. For a moment, the exhausted frustration rages. The tiredness, the stress, the questions of why a woman of the high house was here on short notice and given little background before her arrival. Then she studies the look on the lady's face and the rage cools, replaced instead with shame and a creeping sense of dread. She inhales, palm pressing itself to her face with the exhale. I'm sorry, Lady Nephalia. I've forgotten myself entirely, and there was no need for any of that. She peeks through her fingers at Rana across the room, hands slowly dropping so she can properly face her sins. She gestures to Rana, nodding to Nephalia, hand moving as she gestures for them to speak to each other. I know little of Dalmasca and its magic. Oh, jeez, this guy. We like vulnerable. We like extra damage. And we like draw. And we also like damage. It doesn't. Dang it. That works. Bam. Grave Warden is excellent. Lethality. First attack each turn deals 50% additional damage, which probably could work. I like the block. Alright, speaking of Grave Warden, 10 block soul plus. We like that crap. Yeah, I think we like this crap. It's just too good. Alright, now we gotta fight this guy. And what a draw to start it out. Wait, what the? Oh. This turn. Okay. I just figured I wanted it. That's fine. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it. Yeah, that was the right call. It really was. I did not want to take that damage at all. Could add more damage, or more vulnerable. But I think I would rather add the soul. Gavin blinks owlishly up at Lavenna, the question catching him entirely off guard. What do I? He half parrots the question, stunned by its forthrightness. Eyes drift back down to trace the woodwork of the nearby floor, mostly looking through the grain and not so much at it as he thinks hard for a long moment. I am? I'm a temple knight, and we still protect the city, even if it's not so much against dragons anymore. His worlds trail off as he continues to think hard, trying to work through the calm fuzz of the medicine that made his limbs pleasantly heavy. I enlisted to help my family out. My sisters, brother, and ma. They've been living better because of me, and it's a relief. The world still comes slowly, as though they'd never been called forth before. Certainly not in such capacity. I can help give them something better, and to me that's enough. I don't need shiny medals, lofty titles. Can't eat those. His voice dips, as though lamenting the very fact that such a feat isn't possible. definitely spelled that wrong. Hold on. Or did I? I did. Okay. Nephelia's eyes widened behind her glasses at Rana's comment, a bright blush settling on freckled cheeks as Nephelia awkwardly adjusted her glasses again. Ah, she stammered quietly, only to be interrupted again, if one could be interrupted from fumbling awkwardly at something she thought quite being heard, by Phinea's apology. She blinked and forced a gentle smile and shook her head. It's all right, Lady Phinia. I imagine this is rather taxing. She glanced at the door where she had seen Phinia emerge, and then back to the healer as she nodded in that quick, awkward way one might when uncertain what to say. She turned to Rana and smoothed her dress, doing her best to compose herself from the uncertainty. Well, as I said, 'tis primarily some personal record that has maintained. I forgot about this. There you go. She explained, clearly a touch reticent for some reason. And beckoning light is a matter of tilting aether to stillness, and waking one from unconsciousness is imparting theirs with the ability to quicken. She paused, glancing at the arrowhead again and folding her hands together in front of her. I admit I've not had to quicken a awakened soul, but the theory should not be too dissimilar? Lavinia Keene smiled softly, nodding. I think you'd like the story of the 3 stonemasons. All 3 were shaping stone into a cube for some building, and all 3 were asked the same question. What are you doing? The first one scoffed. Beating this darn rock into shape, what's it look like? Second took a breath, putting food on the table for my wife and kids, making sure they don't have the same rough time growing up that I did. The third man was in awe. I'm building a marvelous cathedral, one that will stand for generations and become a monument for those who set eyes upon it. And all 3 took their hammers and continued working away. Her head tilts a bit, gaze watching the night. The work is the same, but our reasons completely change how we deal with the adversity that comes with it. I believe your family can easily bring you through this. Not your captain, not your lieutenant. I asked the questions so you could bring your mind back to them, the ones that matter. Your why. What does ringing do? You can only play 1 card this turn. What? Hey. That's not nice. I think, I mean, this is the only defensive thing I've got. It's not great, but it's something. I'm gonna take damage here. Ow. Okay. So now I've got lots of energy. We've got an Unleash, Grave Warden. Let's go ahead and draw. Okay, we've got one of those. $66 damage is good. Can we get Vuln on it? No, we can't. Do we... How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if I want bone shards. I do want the Grave Warden. I think we're okay because we can use this Wisp. We're gonna go boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then I wish I could bone shard. I mean, I can, but do I really want to use this one too? Yeah, I do. And then I don't take damage. Done. Alright, what we got? Hang, double damage, all hang card. Oh, it's just okay. Reaper form. When attacks deal damage, they also apply that much doom. That would have been cool for my doom run. Neuro Surge with 3 doom to yourself. Yes, please. Love that card. Thing is insane. Costs 0 and gains eternal. Cannot be removed or transformed from your deck. I mean, that helps with energy. Spend 5 gold. Or just gain energy. I think I like that. It's not exactly removing them, but it's kind of removing them. Okay. Where are the elites on this one? We've got... I want late elites. I could do a back-to-back. Could also do that with... Okay. Oh. Okay, I do want to dodge the late. We do not like early elites. Well... I don't know. I probably could do that one. Let's see. Let's see how I feel when I get there. Rana turns away from the mortar and pestle, her crimson eyes fixed on the younger woman. 12 in Saints, she feels like she's channeling Tomage's careful instruction as she taps her knuckles to her chin, puzzling out the next steps. She herself is not well versed in this type of magic. She was a salve maker in Golmore. Her focus was on more natural ailments, green magic as it were. But... And what would be the side effects if the quickening does not work? Would it do more harm than good? We speak of experimental magic on a living patient. It is worth seeing if the benefit outweighs the risk. Okay. I like the invoke, but I also like this. I'm gonna do this. Honestly, not bad. We're good. Oh, great. Let's go. Absolutely, Warden. Yeah. I don't know. This might be a little rough, Chief. What is that? Stunned if all block is removed? Easy. Oh wait, it's just dead. That's a good potion. Countdown? No, we don't need that. Improved invoke. I like that, actually. That's good. Can I have like an actual event? Chest. Okay. Another high five. We also have the... I don't think I need another high five is the thing. It's a little expensive. That, it's expensive, never mind. Applying weak is not bad, but I do have a lot of expensive cards. I hope I don't regret that. Oh, here we go. There's a chamber filled with dead robots. A lone automaton still has a faintly glowing core, but it's engulfed by a grotesque organic growth and doesn't respond. Can obtain a power or obtain a 0 cost. I'll take it. We love it. The slightest touch of the core, you are jolted by electricity. You scamper away, feeling altered from the experience. I'll happily take that. Okay. I think we're in good shape. Let's do an early elite. Oh, this guy. I hate this thing. Okay. We need help. Just gonna fill it up, because why not? This is gonna hurt. Okay. Just go real quick. This is probably one of the worst ones we can have. Lots of dazed. okay. It's okay. Personal hive 2. Oh boy, okay. Draw. Come on. We're almost there. We are literally almost there. I hate it. There we go. Finnia crosses her arms, looking between the pair, face pinching with a combination of worry and heavy thought. That's what I'd also like to know. He is, as she said, a living patient. Can you reasonably assure his safety in the event that something goes wrong? I don't think the answer's yes. Yeah, I'll take that. Spur. I don't really need that. I do like pokes. Pokes are good. Okay. These things are the things that are capped at like 9 damage, right? I don't like you. Dang. Come on. There we go. That's helpful. We can flatten. Well, it doesn't really do anything. That helps though. Okay. Good turn. If only, right? Man, those zero costs are so good. With the soul plus zero cost is... Snap, add retain. Okay, I like that. We could do some setups with that. Alright, so I do think I want to heal. Yep. Full use is good. But now where are we going? Are we doing this way? I like this way. Too bad I don't rest too often. Oh boy, top 3 ways to conquer the Spire. Increase the damage, increase block, or draw 2 cards. Absolutely love drawing. On Neurosurge? Holy crap, that's insane! Avoid big monsters. Take every card. Blocking is for cowards. Your hands are covered in blood. Oh, this thing. Alright. I'm gonna take some damage here. I don't think there's much I can do. It's just gonna hurt. Okay. Gotta get some cards out of our hand first. Good. You're the most dangerous. Hold on, do we have lethal? Because bone is 15 becomes 22, right? Wait, bone shards is 13. Okay, 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 okay. Dang it. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Alright. Okay. Quickly coming back to here. Gavin nods slowly and leans back on his hands, the small stretch making stiff joints almost sigh in relief. Almost. I haven't told them, you know. My family, they know I'm back from being missing, and they know I'm in an infirmary somewheres. But I asked the Baron Chastelaine if he'd not mention it, and I asked Sir Elias to let me tell him on my own. Caught a glance of myself, you know. I look a right mess. Ma would probably cry if she saw me like this, and my sisters would fuss and fret. Can't do that to them. I'd rather them remember me not looking like I'm gonna just fall over at any point. Nephelia blinked, seeming almost surprised at the question before quickly nodding. Oh yes, she replied quickly, glancing between the two as she embarrassedly realized the reason for the other woman's reticence. She adjusted the cuff of her sleeve idly as she continued, My apologies. If 'twould not work, the spell will simply fail to take hold, she explained, seeming more convinced of this fact than the potential of it working. She paused, trying to find a way to explain it better, may still only work on one of failing vitality, rather than one who's simply had it stilled. In which case, 'twould simply fail. Alright, and Whatever. Well then, she looks between Nephelia and Phinia, then nods her head. Sir Phinia, you are the Chirurgeon overseeing this case. There is the opinion of the experimental cure that could not cause harm should it fail. Then there is the more practical solution that you have developed and that we can supplement. As we are in your quarters under your command, I believe we will defer to you. She leaves the door open for both suggestions as neat little compromise in her humble opinion. After all, she's just here to cure the poison, not the actual stillness of the aether. Meanwhile, Lavinia, I'd rather them remember the indomitable knight who refused to fall to the graze of an arrow. Will you stop talking like this is your last night among the rest of us? I gave you the tranquility so that you could stop worrying about the what-ifs, and now you're acting like it's a foregone conclusion. She huffs, head tilting back as it was her turn to look at the ceiling. Your why ends if you do, so you're not allowed. That's why we're here, and that's why people far more skilled than me are in the other room breaking things. She pauses. I think. Listen, it was probably water. That's a little... I don't need that much healing. What's high five do? 3 vuln? It's not bad. Neurosurge, 4 energy. 4 energy, 4 cards. I'm not really having energy problems when I do that. Do some rattling. Right hand. Otzi deals 4 damage. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, return this to your hand from the discard pile. We actually have some of those. That's not bad. And we will remove... Should we remove another defend? Kinda regretted that other thing. This is essentially just a worse jab. I kind of want to remove both of these. I guess I don't really need to remove anything. Could keep the... Bone Brew. Okay. That might actually prove useful. Okay, let's figure out what we're doing here. We have no cards to block with. Reroll. Oh my gosh. That's interesting. That actually helps a lot. Which means I can actually do this. I take a lot of damage, but so do you. You know, I didn't expect to use it this early. But I do not want to take damage here. Sure. Fetch is good. Those zero cost draw cards, those are good. I don't think I need to fully refill my HP. Where's fetch? Well, first off, yeah, 6 damage over and over. Where's fetch? Oh, is it already? It was already improved. In which case, yes, I want this. Right hand. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That's this turn. I don't think it'll hold over. Can retain the wisp. That's gonna hurt. Okay. We're gonna do some big plays this turn. This fills my hand. From here. Oh, it didn't count because it didn't actually cost that much. Rude. That did though. That was not bad at all. You know, this rare card is carrying this deck. Sentry mode, add 1 sweeping gaze. That's pretty good for, especially for what I'm doing. Yeah, sentry mode's good. Setting that up might be a little tricky. See what we got. Lots of events on the right side. Just 5 events. Friggin' crazy. Can hit 2 elites and an early elite if we feel good. What a mighty scythe. Yes, it's special made for vengeance. Does the hand need a weapon? Just a random attack. Transform up to 6 cards into Maul. Those do work, but that's not what I'm doing. I'll take the random attacks. We like 0 cost cards. Time's up. But the enemy doesn't have Doom. Okay. Ooh, that was nice actually. I already have too many invokes, so I really shouldn't do more. Haunt is good if I get souls going, but I'm not really focused on it. 8 HP per, though, is really good. Oh, right. Finnia's arms tighten, fingers drumming on her bicep as she goes silent. On one hand, if the lady speaks true and this won't cause him any harm should it fail, then there should be nothing left to lose by attempting it on someone whose fatality wasn't entirely fading. On the other hand, the method she had planned on is slow, but it's ultimately given her good results in the past. Her eyes flick between the other women and the box of crystals still laying on the floor, her mouth twitching from side to side before she sighs, fixing her gaze on the crystals once more. I have an idea. If you're absolutely certain that it will only fail to take hold if it falters, then I'm willing to try it under supervision. But if it fails, I'm gonna need your help with setting up those crystals. What happens if I try to reject? Man. Do I end the run to see if it actually kills me? Like it's... Aw, it does kill me. Okay. This guy again. Nephelia nodded quickly. Of course, Lady Finia, she replied, her ponytail bobbing with a quick motion. Slowly her smile brightened. Not the self-satisfied smile of someone being told they'd get their way, but an excited smile of someone who earnestly wanted to help, and might be more convinced that they're right than they realized, but at least she seemed sweet. She glanced at the crystals and then looked back between Rana and Finia. To Finia she said, I am ready to attempt, if you wish. Gavin gives her a mildly skeptical look before the involuntary grin tugs at his mouth and he glances again at the door. Not afraid of dying, Miss Lavinia. Had that smacked out of me as a squire before I even became a knight. Even more so now after whatever you gave me. The inside joke seems to have run its course and the smile starts to slip again. I just don't want to leave them with nothing, you know? I didn't get my will updated proper before I left on that mission, like a damn fool, and I think it's what's got me worried most. He pauses and frowns in thought. Could I still do that? Not because I think I'm about to die, but I think I'd just feel better if it weren't hanging on my mind. Mm. Rana looks back to the concoction she's made, then to the ladies Phinia and Nephelia. Sir Phinia, do you mind if I go and recover a kettle of hot water for the next part of the treatment? I'll be back shortly to steep these herbs into a tisane. Lavenna lowers her head again, lips curled in a contemplating grin. Sure, I ain't no esquire, but I have a parchment and a quill and 3 witnesses outside who can verify you said it. But only 'cause it needs to be done anyway, right? She winks, moving back over towards the table to set down her pack and pull out her notepad. Feather Quill follows along with a small jar of ink. Alright then, but know that when you're better, you're the one taking it to the courts to be all official in that. Yeah, I definitely don't know this man. Yes. 2 random relics, thank you. More gold. Start combat with 1 strength. Upgraded common skill. I think I like attacks, but skills are good too. Phinia. Of course, Rana. She nods, gesturing to the door. Take your time, we'll be here. With that, she moves across the room to Gavin's chambers, knocking quietly on the door before she pokes her head inside. Sir Gavin, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. She opens the door a bit wider, hand curling to summon Nephilia to the doorway. We have someone here who should be able to help you. By the Fury, please don't let trusting this girl have been the wrong choice. Oh good, I still get to choose. Snap's good. Yeah, Snap's good. Alright, let's do this. What are you? Gross, that's what you are. I'm gonna take some damage. I really should have played that. That would have been much better. I think I need to play that always. That's weird. This isn't updated. Oh good. Always on our way home. Oh my gosh. Very rude. Oh boy. Two bone shards. I mean, what would I even want to retain? One of the bone shards? Sure. This is gonna hurt. Oof. Okay. 10's enough. This has retain. That also has retain. Wait, that has retain too? Oh, wow. These are my retain cards. Nice. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, thanks. That's not going to be good. I feel like that's going to damage me for those. Also going to get rid of that. Six, yeah, I knew it. 10 strength, screw you. Hang. I squeeze 115. That's enough. It's lethal. Get rid of him. Okay. Gavin's eyebrows arch in unfeigned surprise. The promptness with which the alchemist agrees to be the one to write any alterations clearly throwing him for a small loop. Oh, I thought his words are interrupted by the knock at the door, and he gives a quizzical look as it opens anyway. The pseudo-politeness of medics, while one is in an infirmary, will never cease to remain a little disconcerting. It ain't just you, Miss Fenn? The light joke comes easily, a tease at her prolonged return. Nephelia stepped around Finny as she was beckoned, the young high-house noble offering Gavin a bright smile and a delicate waggle of her finger in greeting. Not quite proper decorum, but she was most certainly playing the role of healer rather than noblewoman, despite what the crest of the golden bell on her dress might say otherwise. Well met, Sir Gavin, she said. Soft voice kept quiet, but tone bright and almost excitable. Cheerful, at least. I am Lady Nephelia de Durandare, she introduced, now properly offering a politely shallow curtsy to the knight. I thought I might come to offer some aid. 'Tis an honor to meet you at last. Lavinia looks over her shoulder as the others arrive, silently grateful that she didn't have to continue with something she was really only doing as a comfort. Maybe now they could make some progress. She takes a seat quietly to remain as out of the way as possible. This is... Okay. Another haunt. Delay plus. I do need more good block cards. But let's go with haunt. I need to rest badly. Navigating through an endless sea of corpses, you find a mad scientist scavenging for various scraps. Yes, hi, hello. You look like a capable fighter. Need a tester for my next atrocity device. How about it? Create a custom card. What kind of tool will help you kill everyone? Power. Excellent choice. Now what should it do? Sure. I'll just start improving my cards. Why not? Seems good. Potion belt. Alright, I need to go rest. Needed that. And now shop. Hello. Friendship is good. I have too many invokes. Snap is good. Do I want to... Yes, I do. Of course I do. Get rid of that. Screw you. More energy is great. Bone brew. That's good. Okay. That was a good shop. These are the crazy things that don't really do much. Sure. Not really have any other stuff to use. Alright, can I just off someone? Tell me I can off someone. Of course I can't. Surprised I had any doom at all. .24 block. Yeah, that's enough. We're good. There's friendship. Add science. 6 damage, 1 vulnerable. Not the most, but it's pretty good. There we are. Man, 108 damage. Just pop. Rattle chains could be good. Oh geez, these things. I don't like this. I need to kill them immediately. 14, so I can just off someone. I do think I want to just off you. That didn't do anything. No. We're not gonna get to souls. Yeah. Fun. If I don't play it, I lose it. Gavin's hint of a smile slips away at the entry of the noblewoman, and he scrambles to get to his feet, or at least the weak attempt is made, and he makes it to his knees with his head bowed. Well met, my lady. The honor is mine. I'm Gavin Lewin. The introduction peters off into an uncertain question as the room starts to spin and he sways forward. He frowns at the blankets as he suddenly feels too hot, stifling, limbs far heavier than before, the dull pain in his head creeping toward the back of his eyes. I'm sorry, it just got real warm, I think. Seven times 4. Now I don't have anything to block with except for him. So close. Do I have any damaging potions? I do not. Sweeping gaze too good. That could be good, potentially. Got a lot of free cards again. I don't actually need to rest. This is good. What do we want to upgrade? Oh, that just lowers the cost? Absolutely. Yes, please. Alright. Here we go. Oh, I hate this thing. Yeah, not a fan of this guy. Oh boy. Yep. First 3 cards, and I can only use one of them. I think I want to make you weak. squeeze for 0. Hello? Are you vulnerable? You should totally be vulnerable. Both of you should be, actually. Pop. This is great. Alright, so we definitely want to... but Rattle could be good. Yeah, let's just make them vulnerable. $207 and Rattle for the win. Let's go. That's right. Ascension 2 unlocked. Nice. All right. Be right back. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, that's true. Come here. Ooh, that's cool. That's pretty good, actually. It's also good. All right. I'm gonna call it. So good night, y'all. Catch you tomorrow.